So you were aiming for him?
Yeah, I was aiming for him.
Okay. You think that it would have been better off just to drive away?
No, I still wish I would have hit him.
This is Julia Hutenga, a cold-blooded daughter, and right now she is sitting in a Monroe County interrogation room completely calm, while detectives are building a case that could send her away for life.
And I don't trust him. I stand by what I did, and I always will stand by what I did.
But even now, detectives have no idea what they're really dealing with, because the deeper they look into what happened on Birchwood Trail that afternoon, the more complicated this case becomes.
The charges are going to be assault with intent to murder. Do you understand all those?
Tuesday, March 7th, 2024, Monroe Charter Township, Michigan. Just after 2 p.m., a frantic 911 call shatters the quiet on Birchwood Trail, reporting a shooting. When deputies pull up, what they find is a black Ram pickup parked along the curb with its windshield completely caved in. Standing beside it are three women, 18-year-old Julia Hutenga, her younger sister Alexis, and their mother, Billy Rice Hutenga. And standing on the front lawn of the trailer across from them is a man named Justin.
Justin? Yeah. Did you call? Okay. What's going on?
Oh, the ex-girlfriend come down to get her stuff.
All units resume normal traffic.
And her and daughter, the daughter got mouthy, told her to go f*** herself. And she told me she beat my ass.
You told your ex-girlfriend's daughter that?
Yeah, go f*** herself.
Okay.
I'm not going to put up with her mouth. So,
where's this gun at?
She's got it.
Oh, she still has it?
Oh, yeah. So, sitting here, she was sitting on the street right here. And she pulled that gun out. I put a hammer through the windshield. I ain't gonna lie. I own the truck, and I put a hammer through the windshield. And as I was walking back to the house, she popped one off at the house.
Does it have a sticker on the tailgate?
No.
Like a big American flag sticker?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Now here's what you need to know about these people. Billy and Justin had been together for nearly 3 years. They shared that trailer on Birchwood Trail. Julia and Alexis had moved in about a year prior. By all accounts, it was a toxic situation. And 2 days before this moment, Billy had finally had enough. She packed up her daughters and left. Today they came back for the rest of their belongings. That was the whole plan. Drive 2.5 hours down from Marion, Michigan, grab their things, and leave quietly. Instead, somebody ended up firing a loaded gun at someone's back. And that somebody is already telling deputies exactly what she did before they even ask her.
Do me a favor, just hop out real quick with your hands up. Keep coming. Stop right there. Spin for me. Alright, where are the guns? Inside the truck? Keep coming back towards me. Back here. Keep coming. Alright, go ahead, stop right there real quick. Alright, turn around. Alright, I'm just going to detain you real quick.
Fine.
Just because you just said you're not involved, that's perfect. I don't know what's going on.
They're not involved. I fired the gun. He put a hammer through my windshield.
Okay. Alright, what's your first name again? I'm sorry.
Julia.
Julia? Alright, so just because you're in cuffs and you're in my custody, I'm just going to read you Miranda, okay? What gun was fired? Do you remember?
I cannot tell you. I just grabbed a gun. My mom was trying to keep him from coming outside. I knew if I turned my back, he was coming out the door after me, so I went and grabbed the gun. At that point, he grabbed a shotgun. So my mom walked away. I still had the gun in my hand, where he went to the back of his pickup, grabbed the hammer, put it through the windshield right by my head, and that's when I opened the door and I fired at him.
Okay, so right away, Julia has handed officers the sequence, the weapon, and the reason. But she also just mentioned something that nobody outside of that truck has confirmed yet. A shotgun, supposedly in Justin's hands. So before detectives sit Julia down, they need to hear from him first, because his version of this afternoon is going to sound very different. And the gap between what he says and what Julia says is where this whole case lives.
All right, so let's start over at the beginning. Why was she here today?
Get her stuff.
To get her stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So, are you divorced?
We were just dating.
Just dating.
Yep.
Who's in the car with her?
Her daughters, Julia, and they were in the house helping them. They were getting their stuff. They lived here too. And as they were getting ready to leave, she said something. I didn't catch exactly what she said. It was something in a bitchy tone. I said, you know what, f*** you. I'm done with your shit. You're 18.
Billy said that to you?
No. Julia. I'm sorry.
Julia.
I'm sorry. Julia said that to me. I said, you know what, f*** you. I'm done with your shit. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm not putting up with your f***ing mouth. And she said something and slammed the door. I went and opened the door. Her mom held the door shut. She was trying to get back in the door to me.
Julia was?
Julia was. I don't know how she didn't break the window on the screen door.
Okay.
I mean, she was hitting it hard. And she's like, come on, motherfucker, let's go. I'll bust your ass. And she says, I'll shoot you. Actually, she said that first, and then she said, I'll shoot your ass. And her mom was trying to get her in the truck.
Julia said that she was going to shoot you?
Yep. her
And
mom
Billy was trying to get her back to the truck.
trying to get her in the truck. She said, go get in the truck. She said, I'm not leaving until you come away from that door. She's like, I don't trust that piece of shit. He'll hurt you. And I was trying to get out the door to her, though. The daughter, I ain't going to lie. I was going to put an ass whooping on her. And her mom wouldn't let her out. So she went, she said something again and walked to the truck, and her mom come down off the porch, and I come out here, I was mad. So when I did, I opened up my tailgate, and I'll even show you. I grabbed this hammer and I put it through the windshield of that truck. I own the truck. Truck's in my name.
Okay.
So I put that through the windshield, and that's when she pulled that gun and popped it off at the fucking house. Well, she popped it off at me, but bad aim apparently.
When Billy pulled the gun out...
Billy didn't. Julia did.
Julia did.
Julia
okay.
did.
When Julia pulls the gun out, is she in the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, so she never stepped out with the handgun?
She sat right in the driver's seat.
Okay, so she was driving.
Yes, she sat in the driver's seat with the door open.
When was the point when you struck her windshield with the hammer? Was it after she started making threats to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were taking that truck. I'm like, well, fuck you then. I'm done with you. My truck, I'll destroy it before you get it. And I got one hit in the windshield. Pulled that gun.
Did you ever see the gun at any point?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because as I was walking this way, I turned around, and she had it up like this, and I said, you ain't going to do shit, and I turned around and kept walking.
Has anything been verbal like this before?
Oh, yeah.
Escalated to a point?
Not to this point, no.
Okay.
But her and I, yes, have gotten into verbal confrontations for sure.
Got it.
Yeah, they're an up north hillbilly family that are not afraid to scrap. That is for sure.
Well,
her older sisters punched me in the jaw before. I mean, they're not afraid to scrap. They are not afraid. Now, did I think she'd actually pull a trigger on a gun? Not in a million years would I have thought that.
Not in a million years. That's a really interesting thing to say about a family you've been in physical altercations with for 3 years. A family where, and we'll get to this in detail later, Julia is going to tell detectives he gave her a black eye, gave her sister a concussion, and made death threats that nobody ever put in a police report. But the part that stands out right now isn't even the violence. It's the part where Justin just casually told a deputy he was planning to physically assault an 18-year-old girl, his girlfriend's daughter.
I was going to put an ass whooping on her.
He also just admitted to smashing a hammer through a windshield while 3 women were sitting inside the truck. But sure, Julia's the dangerous one here, because Justin hasn't mentioned anything about a shotgun, and that's exactly the kind of detail that makes detectives very interested in what Julia has to say.
So we want to find out what happened today and why we are here now, okay? Are you willing to talk to me about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
We went to finish getting our stuff. We left 2 days ago, the day before yesterday. And we were coming down today. He knew we were coming today, and I knew he was going to show up because he's done it multiple times, trying to manipulate her into coming back, all this and stuff. And I don't trust him.
Mm-hmm.
I stand by what I did, and I always will stand by what I did. And we got our stuff, and I got in the truck. She said, go to the truck, so I got in the truck, and I'm sitting there. And I'm sitting in the road, and they are in the house in the living room, and I can hear him screaming at her from the living room. So that's when I went inside to talk to him, because first off, he called me a no-good cunt and a lowlife, and I don't take that. I don't take being bullied by anybody.
Okay.
And so I told him to keep my name out of his mouth, and that's when my mom came out the door, and she shut the screen door, and he was pushing on it and pushing her, and she was yelling at me to go get in the truck, but I wasn't leaving until she got out.
Okay.
And that's when he went around he disappeared into the bedroom, and he came back and had a shotgun in his hand.
Okay.
And that's when I went and I told him, you try something, put a bullet between your eyes. And he said, you're not going to do it, you're too pussy. So when I grabbed the gun out of the console there.
Okay.
And my mom said, Julie, get in the truck and put it down. So I got in the truck, I put it down, my sister helped my mom in the truck.
When they were talking, you said this is when he's trying to convince her to stay, because
yeah,
the reason you're moving out is they broke up.
Yes, it wasn't working. It hasn't been. It's
okay.
Basically a toxic relationship. He's very manipulative, and no one can see it, but I see it. He's put his hands on me before, my sister, and her before.
Okay.
So I don't trust him. I never have.
All right. So based on all that, you hear the arguing, you go let him know, hey, I'm here, and then he starts verbally attacking you?
Yeah, basically.
Arguing,
yeah,
saying
he was
things,
calling me a
names?
no good cunt, this and that.
Okay.
High school dropout, failure, all just a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. So what happens then?
And then that's when, like, my mom she said, they went out, she said, here's my suitcase, and me and my sister loaded it.
Okay.
And then she goes, you and Alexis go get in the truck. So I got in the truck, and I had my door open, the screen door to the house was shut. And she was talking, and I could hear him screaming at her about how, just stuff about me, how I'm a failure, and she's letting some high school dropout control her life, this and that. And he's all mad because she didn't leave. Because I turned 18, so legally I have the right to leave.
Right.
And I told him I couldn't put up with the fighting, and I was leaving. Well, my mom already lost my brother, passed away 2 years ago. So she went with because she didn't want to lose another kid. So he's all pissed off because she chose her kids.
That one detail, a brother, 2 years gone, reframes everything about why this family drove 2.5 hours into a situation they knew was going to be ugly. But the detail that matters most to detectives is coming next, because Julia is about to describe a sequence of events that completely contradicts Justin's version, and one of them is lying.
He keeps on nagging at me, and that's when I did go grab the gun first. I grabbed the gun.
So did you have the gun on you when you were up at the
No,
porch?
it was in the truck in the center console. And I went across the grass and I opened it up and I grabbed the pistol out and I walked up to the thing. And that's when my mom came down. But what she didn't see is he was behind her in the doorway holding a shotgun.
Okay.
And then when she came down, I backed up and I went to get in the truck, and that's when my sister Alexis helped my mom into the passenger side.
Okay.
And the door was still open, but I was just getting out of there. I went to put it in drive because I'd seen him heading for his tailgate. I don't know what he was doing, pulling another gun out. I don't know.
Okay. All right, so let me back up to before you walk up to that porch where, you can hear Justin and your mom in there, or is it just Justin, or is she yelling back? Or
No, she wasn't yelling.
Your mom seems pretty mild to me.
Yeah, because she's trying to be still about the whole situation. She was trying to get out.
So then you grabbed the pistol from
No,
the console
before
then?
I grabbed it, I got out of the truck and I went up to get her out of the house.
Okay, all right. So you go up there to get her out of the house.
And I said, keep my name out of your mouth, and that's when he started shoving on the screen door trying to get out, and then he grabbed his shotgun.
Where was the shotgun kept?
He keeps it in the bedroom, which is right around the corner there.
Right around the corner from the door?
You walk right in the door of the front house, and here's the washer and dryer, and then there's a doorway right here, and that's their bedroom. And then the doorway on the left is the kitchen.
So is this shotgun kept in a cabinet, in a safe, or anything?
No.
It's just sitting upright against the wall, or what's it?
It's sitting against the wall or laying on top of whatever, the fridge or whatever.
Do you know what kind of shotgun it is?
I couldn't be able to tell you now.
Is it
I don't know.
Gray, black, green?
It looks black. I
Black.
don't know exactly what guns. I know he has guns, but I can't tell you exactly what he has because I don't know. I've never seen them.
But in the year you lived there, they're not secured anywhere. They're just wherever he puts them.
Yeah, they're not put away in a gun cabinet or anything. No.
Okay. So when he grabs this shotgun, your mom's facing out, and her back is to him. Is he holding it up?
He's holding it in his hand like this, I have a gun, you come after me, I'm going to push you down.
One hand?
Yes.
Did he say anything, or is he just holding it
He's
up?
just holding it, but he's still screaming at me, calling me a bitch and a cunt, egging me on, trying to get me to come at him first.
All right. Well, let's back up a little bit more. So when you come back and you get the pistol, where's your mom at right now? Is she still in the doorway, or is she coming to the truck?
She was standing on the porch, and then when I grabbed, she knew what I was doing, and that's when she came down and she started coming towards me.
Okay. And then where did you leave the truck then and go back up to the porch?
No, I stayed right there.
You stayed right by the truck.
And then she said get in the truck, and I went and got in the truck, and she followed me. And I was sitting in the driver's side just like this, door open, and she was holding my hands trying to get me to stop from shooting. So I went like that with my left hand, and I shot.
When he came out after her, did he have the shotgun still?
No.
Okay. Did he have anything else in his hands as he was coming out of the house?
No.
So where did he get the hammer from?
He opened the back of his pickup and pulled out the back of his pickup, his Dodge Ram.
All right. And is this a little framing hammer?
It was like a little hammer. He used to nail nails in the wall.
Like a normal claw hammer?
Okay. So it looks like a claw hammer.
So he takes it and he hits the windshield how many times?
No, he went and he threw it like he was
Oh,
trying to
he
hit me
threw
in
it.
the head.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
he
what.
threw it at the
Yeah,
windshield.
he came in and he went like that, and he threw it, and that's when I swung the door open, and my mom was holding, you know, my right hand's my dominant hand, so that's the hand I was holding with the gun.
Okay.
And she was holding it like this, and then my sister was in the back seat and had her arms around my neck trying to secure me, and that's when I grabbed it with my left hand and I went like this,
Okay.
and I shot.
All right. So after he throws the hammer, what did he do?
He turns, and he starts, like, heading towards back into the house.
Did he take off running? Did he walk away?
No, he was moving. Like, he doesn't run, but he was,
Okay.
like, going. Like, he wasn't walking, he was,
A quick pace.
yes.
Okay. So he was headed towards the house. Did he say anything when he threw the hammer?
No.
Did he say anything
Like-
after he threw the hammer?
When he was walking away, he mumbled something. I don't know what he said, and
Okay.
that's when I threw it in drive and I took off because I knew he was going after a shotgun if I fired a shot.
So before you fired the shot, he's already thrown the hammer,
Yes.
right? What stopped you from putting it in drive and hitting the gas and getting the hell out of there?
The fact that I knew he'd get that gun, he'd come find my family and kill every one of us because he said he'd do it.
Okay. When did he make threats like this before?
Like, okay, so my brother passed in 2021. About a month after he passed, there was an altercation with my sister, and he ended up, you know, beat the crap out of her. And then me and him got into it, and he said he'd kill us, this and that, and then, you know, they got back together or whatever, but he's always made threats, and there's stuff he said to her that she hasn't said to me.
Has anybody ever filed a police report on this guy before? Has he been prosecuted for anything with you guys before?
No.
Okay. All right. So you were worried that had you not shot him, he would have gone in there and got that shotgun and come after you.
I wasn't worried about me, he could kill me, I was worried
After
about
your
my mom,
family.
yeah.
Okay. So why not, like I said, put it in drive away and tell the police that, hey, he's coming after us with a shotgun.
And I didn't trust it. I wanted to make sure I wanted him hurt. I wanted him.
Okay. Well, if you hurt him, he could still come, right?
Yeah.
So were you thinking that you were going to kill him?
Yeah. I would say deep down I did want to kill him, but I wasn't aiming to kill him.
Okay.
But did I want to? Yes.
Yeah, but you were hoping to actually hit him in the leg or
Yes.
somewhere else, non-fatal.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be hurt if he did die.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. You got anything right now?
You made a comment about saying to him that you would put a bullet in between his eyes.
Mhm.
Was that before or after you grabbed the shotgun?
That was before. He was holding a shotgun. Okay, so he came out and he was shoving the door, and he goes, "Come on, I'll take you down. I'll knock you out and put you in your place." And that's when I said, "Come after me or my family. I'll put a bullet right between your eyes."
Okay.
And then he turned around, and that's when I seen the shotgun, and that's when I backed up.
That's when he went to get the shotgun.
Mhm.
Okay.
But these threats he's made to you guys before, has it always been face-to-face where he's told you this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's given me a black eye before. He's given my sister a concussion. He's kicked the bathroom door in multiple times.
Okay. So he's not only verbally, but has been physically abusive
Yes.
before? Okay. But no one's ever called the cops and filed reports or had him arrested or anything? Okay. Do you know if anybody else has ever filed anything on him before?
I know he has a felony for, I can't tell you what. But honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of, none of my family really trusted him when they met him. He was he just disappeared, then reappeared, then he disappeared and come back. But from what we've known, he's lived in 6 different states.
Okay.
And
How about you? You're no probation, no parole? I mean, obviously you just turned 18,
Yeah,
so
no.
parole's not. And you've never been prosecuted for anything before? You have no criminal history?
just a public fighting ticket, but other than that, no.
Okay. Where was that at?
Mason,
Okay.
about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 9th grade.
All right. So nothing major
Yeah,
in your
nothing,
history,
major.
right? Okay. All right. Have you ever taken any CPL, the concealed pistol classes or anything like that?
No, I did hunter safety,
Okay. All right. And they taught you that when you point the gun at something,
but yeah.
it's gonna. I mean, they tell you.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah, I've
When you
hunted
point
my
the
whole
gun
life.
at-
But yeah, I know what a gun
Yeah,
will do. I've hunted my whole life.
Okay.
And
So when you point the gun at it, there's a chance you're gonna kill
I
it.
knew exactly what I was doing, yeah.
Okay. All right. And hindsight, do you still wish that it happened this way, or do you think that it would have been better off just to drive away?
No, I still wish I would have hit him.
You still wish you would have hit him? Okay. All right.
And there is the problem with this entire case in one exchange. Every single thing Julia is describing, the black eye, the concussion, the death threats, the shotgun in the doorway, none of it exists on paper. There's no police report, no protective order, no documented history of anything. Just 3 women and a man who knew exactly how to make sure there was never a paper trail. So when Julia fired that gun, from a jury's perspective, she isn't a victim defending herself from a documented abuser. She's just a girl who shot at someone's back while they were walking away. And Detective Bob is about to make sure she understands exactly what that means.
Do you see how this, you know that pointing a gun at somebody, when you point it at him, you can kill him. I know he sounds like he's a jackass to you, you got this history, but he's walking away is where we have the issue. Doesn't have anything in his hand, and you could have left. You see where the problem is here now.
Yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew that was going to be a problem.
All right. So at this point, we're going to place you under arrest. Okay, you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to at least spend the evening in the county jail. You'll be arraigned tomorrow, or we'll try to make this happen tomorrow. I can't guarantee it, but that's usually what happens. And then you'll go in front of the judge, things like that. Okay, so you will be here at least tonight, maybe part of tomorrow. The charges are going to be assault with intent to murder, felony firearm, because you used a firearm to commit the felony, and then you have concealed pistol violations with the loaded gun in the car with nobody having a permit, and then driving away. Okay, so do you understand all those?
Yes.
Julia Rose Hatenga was charged with assault with intent to murder, 2 counts of felony firearm, and carrying a concealed weapon. Prosecutors set bond at $250,000. In Michigan, the primary charge alone carries a potential life sentence. After the arraignment, the public case went completely silent. No trial, no sentencing, no resolution in any accessible court file. In Michigan, that usually means a sealed plea agreement or charges reduced behind closed doors, away from public record. What's left is the footage: a caved-in windshield, a bullet hole in the dirt 6 inches from a man's spine, a mother in the front seat holding her daughter's shooting arm, a little sister in the back seat with both arms wrapped around her neck, and Julia Hatenga, 18 years old, telling a detective she still wishes she hadn't missed.